once you have your lamp rod all set, firmly secured to the base, make sure you can twist it by hand, it's not tight enough. And make sure the bottom is good as well, not too much sticking out there. Then you can get your item on. Now most of them are going to need drilling. I'll have various hand drills or cordless drills and machines set up for that. If it's something that might be fragile, you might need to do a pilot hole, basically a smaller hole before we get to the actual size. If you've got rubber items like hockey pucks, what will happen when you drill the hole gets bigger as it drills from the motion of the bits, and then when you finish drilling, it shrinks down a little. So you might actually need to drill a larger hole, so I'll have various sizes set up. If you're doing a stuffed animal or Nerf items, or items made out of foam I should say, you will need one of these instead of drilling it. And what we do is we slide it into the hole of the lamp rod. This is a little easier standing up, but I'm going to remain seated to stay in the video. Take the point, you got to be careful, know what the point, and stick it on. Sometimes it goes nice and easily, like the Capsus did. Sometimes it might need a little bit of work. The hardest part is getting this started typically. So getting it actually on the lamp rod, what you gotta do is you gotta kind of grab the bottom and push it on. And then now gotta be careful with the points. And you can, if you gently feel once you hit the top, you can kind of tell where it's going to come out and line that up. Be careful though when we're not pressing down like this. I'm grabbing around that and pulling down because we don't want to stab our hands. And then slide it on. Some items go a lot more easily than others, kind of depends on how much foam is inside or filler, as well as the material the outside is made out of. Sometimes I need to grab a razor blade, and I will do this part if it comes to it, and I might need to make a little incision on the top to get it to work. Now as you're pulling on, again, it is a little easier if you're standing up, but make sure your head is off to the side, because you don't want to, accidentally slip. So if I do this, I'll usually do this, making sure my head is definitely off to the side of this. And this bear is not going to be your friend. Sometimes you gotta really force it on, and occasionally this does happen. If it does get me, I'll do more surgery. Now, our item's on. You can see there's a lot of stuffing out. You could leave that. I would suggest doing one of two things though. You can just remove that. My suggestion would be take the post, try to get as much as you can back inside. The other option is if it's just a little, and oftentimes it is, that was actually a lot of stuffing for a stuffed animal to poke out, you can take a pair of scissors too and try to at least trim the majority of that off best you can. There's always going to be at least a little bit of stuffing like this part here that just will have to get thrown away.